There you go.
Perfect. Oops.
All right, so we'll call the meeting to order. We'll start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. Is that correct, or do you have to do roll call first? The pledge first?
Roll call first.
Okay, we'll let you roll call.
Okay. Gwen Mont. Kevin Creedy.
Here.
Lloyd Meisner.
Here.
Susan Harms.
Here.
Jason Pellin.
Here.
Sal Maniaci.
Here.
All right, let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, so our first line of business will be to approve the minutes from our last meeting that was in February?
Way back.
In February?
What?
The meeting was in February, is that correct?
Yes. No, it was in, it's in January.
It was in January, the end of January. All right, that's what had me confused.
So
Do I have
motion.
a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I need a second to approve the minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. So the first item we have on the agenda is file number 210301. Is that correct?
Correct. And this is for a front yard setback variance at 3314 Deutschkrest Drive. You can see here on the screen, and I think our light is going out, our bulb is going out, so maybe easier on the.
Yeah, we can
gee,
see it
gets
there.
the lights off. It's probably brighter on the TV. But the aerial that we have, this is the original aerial that we still have in our system. The house is brand new, and so a house has just been constructed and has not gotten the occupancy inspection on it yet. I think that, I don't know if Vic was the first one that pointed it out, if our inspector did, but as you're aware from the staff report, well, here's the zoning. That whole subdivision in Stonecrest is zoned R1A, single-family residential, which has a 25-foot front yard setback requirement. Here is the variance request. You can see the house was built with this curve along Deutschkrest here. The 25-foot setback is not perpendicular, or not parallel to the house. It does kind of curve down here. And actually this corner looks like it's fine, but the two apparent encroachments here that the surveyor pointed out span from just a couple inches to 1.5 feet in this location. I believe this is part of the garage, if it could, I may be able to confirm that, but that part is about 1.5 feet over. If you happen to drive by it, I will say it's not anything that's really noticeable compared. It's not like it was built so close that it is out of character of the neighborhood, but it won't pass inspection until that part is either removed or they get a variance. So those kind of the two options in this circumstance. So that's why we're here today.
All right. Vic, did you have anything that you wanted to speak on?
I sure can speak on it.
I mean,
I don't really have
anything else?
really to add, except that I made a mistake. Somewhere it's a custom house, and somewhere along the line, I either missed that 2-foot offset in the garage when I was ordering the plot plan, or we did a lot of adjustments to the garage somewhere. I missed that adjustment in getting the house moved back. There was no reason that it couldn't have went back further. There's no reason we did it for any purpose, except it's just an error on my part. And that's really all I have on that.
Okay.
Yeah, the part that sticks out is primarily architectural. I mean, it's there to get the roof line and get the varying materials, so it's not something you typically, it's not a livable portion of the house, for example, or, it's something that would jump out at you.
Yeah, I would say the only I heard from one of the neighbors, and they were more confused about the letter because they couldn't tell that it was sticking out, and until we explained what was happening. They thought maybe something else was being added to it that they were getting a variance for. So,
One other thing I wouldn't mind adding, I've probably built around, I think, somewhere between 250 and 300 houses in Washington, And where this was actually picked up was, we got the occupancy, but where it was noticed, it was in the spot survey. And I've never had this happen before. It's just a freak well, I shouldn't say freak, it's just a mistake, and for whatever reason, I missed something, you know. So it's not like I'm here, you know, once a year or even once every 5 years. It's just one time, you know.
Anybody have any other questions for him? Do we,
I live down the street. Like you said, you can walk past it every day. You'll never know that it doesn't meet the 25-foot setback in that one spot.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
sure didn't notice it when we were building. You know, if you wanted the email I got from the surveyor was, hey, did you add 2 feet to the front of the garage? And you know, when you get that email, and you're a builder, you're like,
oh, no.
boy, you feel like you just ate rotten or, you know, uncooked chicken or something. You know, that's the feeling you get for about a day. Because, you know, one thing to come here and ask you guys for a variance and you guys take the time to do it, you know, going to tell the homeowner that they entrusted you to build their house and you made a got it all built right, except for it's just too far forward. That one little thing, you know, it's not something you want to do every day.
I drove past it and looked at it, and it's not out of character at all. You wouldn't know it if you didn't say it.
I agree. There is no, you know, I'm like, I'm not sure what they're talking about, but,
Yep.
No.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if it wouldn't be for this spot survey, which they get one in every house, you know, you wouldn't
Right.
notice it, you know, with the way they have a measuring, you know, it's something that you notice on there, but nothing visual, I don't think you notice.
I didn't notice anything. All right, so we bring it to a vote. Do you?
Yeah, nothing else, I'll go ahead and read the resolution. So, all right, whereas the board does find and determine that the property in question located at 3314 Deutsche Crest is within the city limits of the city of Washington and is located in R1A Single Family Residential Zoning District. And whereas City Code Section 400.095F3, minimum depth of front yard setback of 25 feet, and whereas the applicant is requesting a variance from these requirements, proposing a 23.5 front yard setback. Now therefore be it resolved that the request to vary the front yard setback distance to 23.5 feet is hereby granted, provided that all other ordinances and regulations of the City of Washington are met. The city engineer is hereby directed to issue a building occupancy for such dwellings as described in accordance with the resolution of decision. Jason Pellin,
Yes.
Kevin Creedy,
Yes?
Lloyd Meisner,
Yes.
Susan Harms.
Yes.
All right. By your vote, the resolution passes.
All right. Do we have any other business we need to attend to? If not, if I can get a motion to adjourn.
Yep, so I did put in your packet, I'm sorry, a little bit later, just kind of the powers of the board. So if you guys have any questions, you're free to ask me on that. As you've seen just in the 3 meetings we've had, it's normally setback. I've been here 5 years now, we did have one to extend zoning, so very rarely we'll have property is split zoned, meaning that the property is larger than whatever district it's in. Instead of going to council, this board can actually move that zoning line. But other than that, those are really the only two that you'll ever really see when it comes to the variances. And then if it's lot size related during a plating process. So if you have any questions on those, feel free to reach out and we can go through old cases or find anything that hopefully will be helpful. And we do already have an application for next Tuesday. I believe Gina sent it out already. The reason for that timing is that it is the following Tuesday, I'm sorry. It is after P&Z. So we have an applicant who, it was on Hanover Place where it used to be a planned district with senior housing. We no longer have that district in our code anymore, and they would add on to it like 3 homes that we no longer have that senior district, and so they're going to planning and zoning Monday night to adding the lots, going before you all on Tuesday to see if they could get the variance for the smaller lot sizes to match what they had back in 2009, and then if it passes both of those boards, then it'll go to council the following week. So they're trying to get it all done within 1 week, which is why that scheduling is a little bit different.
Okay.
So, and I'll put a full staff report on that. The 3 lots they're adding are matching what's already there. It's just we don't have that senior district, zoning district anymore. So, and we'll do that in 2 weeks.
So that's on the 12th, correct?
13th.
13th? Is that right?
Whatever that Tuesday is.
Tuesday.
Yep.
That's right.
And we were going to have two items, but the other one, they withdrew, so we'll just have that one that day as well.
Okay.
So, other than that, I'll let you entertain a last motion.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second?
All right. We are adjourned.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Vic.
Sorry, guys, just had to get together for this.
We love it. Yeah, we very seldom have meetings over